Good evening, ladies. In today's video, we're going to be going over all the top meme coin opportunities and all the top strategies so you can find your own meme coin that is going to go to infinity, not financial advice. So I want to talk about some of the meme coins I've already mentioned a few times, as well as some new memes that are popping off. And obviously I can't share every single meme coin that's new, that's really low market cap on YouTube, because by the time you're watching the video, that meme could have already died. So if you want access to the really, daily flips that we've been making to stack more Solana, here's some examples of some, nice little multiples we make on a daily or weekly basis. Make sure you join my Telegram, linked in the description, one of the first links that you'll find there. It's totally free. But we have a nice community in there and everyone's sharing ideas and strategies. Let's first talk about the main coins that I've been very bullish on for the last few months that have done extremely well since we first talked about them. That was Billy, Lock-in, and Giga. Now, what were the things that really made these coins do well, and do they still have good opportunities? So this is me like a few months ago coming up with the Zoomer folio concept, or the Zoomer folio idea. What is the Zoomer folio? So this is all about trading future attention, and that's what meme coins are: trading future attention, what will have attention in the future, and potentially what has attention now. But I prefer longer term investing. I don't really like, I do a bit of daily flips. Like sometimes if there's a news event, obviously there's going to be a big meme coin for that very day that you can try and flip, but I think the big gains come from thinking, oh, what's going to have a lot of future attention in 1 year's time. That's where you get a 100x, and without having to go like super degenerate. And the Zoomer folio makes a lot of sense to me, in the fact that the people that are going to be entering crypto in 1 year's time, a lot of them are going to be Zoomers, like Generation Z. The reason being is that they were too young in the last cycle to be entering crypto, and they're going to be entering crypto now, and they're going to be the normies. So all of these normies with all of these kind of phrases like Riz, Sigma, and the Sigma meme, the Giga Chad meme, I really like that. And you can see like some of these coins did extremely well, and some of them didn't really go anywhere. But Giga, I think, was like 100x from there. Zoomer did really well, I think like 20x. Sigma, the first one there, unfortunately there was a new Sigma that came along that actually did better than that original Sigma that I got. Anyway, doesn't really matter, but I want you to kind of think what the thought process is what's important here. Now, Giga, like we first talked about it, like 5 million in my Telegram. Now it's 200 million, or topped out at 200 million. I still think that's an amazing meme coin. Like, the higher it goes, the more obvious it becomes. Now, another couple of reasons that I like Giga is because, the kind of holders that it has are going to be high T, or wannabe high testosterone Giga Chads. Like, these are the wannabes, so those kind of people are less likely to sell. Scientifically proven from this article that if you inject people with testosterone, they make greater stock market bubbles. They don't sell and they buy more. So that's kind of a bullish thing for Giga, the asset. And the other great thing about Giga is the team running it. Like, this isn't the first time a Giga coin has been created, but the team running this one are one of the best teams I've actually seen of a meme coin. They're creating a Giga fitness brand. They've gotten partnerships with Mike O'Hearn and Paulo Costa, like two in real life Giga Chads. And yeah, they've just been doing interesting things. Just been doing interesting and novel things, and actually working hard and doing really good stuff for the Giga Chad token. So I think it could still be a good runner for the long term. Now, who knows what happens in the short term. Now, is it still such a great buy? 200 million market cap as it was at 5? Well, obviously not, but can it get into the billions in market cap? Yeah, potentially. Like, we've seen Popcat is already at $1 billion. Why couldn't one of the most well-known memes of all time that people really aspire to be like, the Giga Chad guy, every guy kind of wants to be like Giga Chad, why can that get into the billions of market cap in the height of the next bull market in 2025? Same thing goes for something like Sigma. Sigma is only like 20 million market cap at the moment, so like 1/10 of what Giga is, and it's a very similar well-known meme. Could that get to 200 million market cap where Giga is now? Of course it could. So these are kind of the thought processes you need to have. What kind of people are going to be entering crypto in the next year? That's the way I like to invest anyway. I don't really like to PvP against people in crypto Twitter, because you can do well. Some people are really good at that, but I prefer, like, instead of this short-term stuff, I think you can make a lot more gains by having high conviction in something that can go 100x or 10x over the course of months or a few years, or not even a few years, over the course of 1 year. I'm pretty sure I coined the term Zoomer folio, but this isn't the only kind of memes that I think will do well. This is just kind of an idea of a category that I think could do well. Like, Zoomer is doing well. Lock-in is a phrase that everyone is really taking off. A lot of people, more and more people are using lock-in every single day. Lock-in, I really want to grind, whatever. That phrase is taken off. Important factors behind these meme coins is a lot of the time they have either an influencer pushing it really hard. So in the case of Lock-in, Vidamo is like going crazy on Lock-in. It's the only thing he's pushing. So if it has a few cult leaders or a few like influencers that are well known that people respect and like pushing it, that's going to help. But it also has to have a cult like community, and Giga's community is crazy good. It's like, so many people have changed their profile picture to be the Giga or have Giga in their name, and all they care about is the Giga meme coin. And that's really, really good, really what you want to see for a meme coin that's taking off. Billy is as well at 200 million. Yeah, I liked it at 10 million, but at 200 million, like, it could still do well. But at the end of the day, it's just a cute dog. It's kind of a derivative of Whiff, in my opinion, but the difference being it's a bit cuter. I'll admit it's cuter than the dog we've had, dog, but because it's a puppy. But apart from that, it's not super, super memeable. But it'll probably do well because dogs always do well because people love dogs. So let's move on to the smaller and the newer stuff. So again, we're kind of focusing on the Zoomer trend. We're going for the Zoomer memes, the Zoomer phrases. One phrase that has been popping off is called aura. And we spotted this, I don't know, like 10 million, 5 million, can't remember. And now it's like 60 million. And I'd never heard of this phrase before, but it doesn't matter because we found out what it meant. And it's kind of an interesting phrase. Basically, this person has a lot of aura. Obviously, everyone knows what aura is. But in terms of TikTok, like, this is the TikTok Zoomer folio coming out. Aura is like you get added aura points if you do something cool or mysterious or something like that. So that's kind of what has been taken off on TikTok, and I kind of like stuff that's taking off on TikTok. I think if it can still be a thing in 1 year's time, when all these TikTok bros and TikTok girls come into crypto Twitter, or come on into crypto in general, then these memes will probably do very well. Or even if those people don't come into crypto and don't buy those memes, these memes will still do well if people think those people are going to come in. So that's kind of how you PvP against other people on crypto Twitter. Other people think that the normies are going to come in and buy these certain memes. So you have to think, what are other people on crypto Twitter going to think that the normies are going to buy, if you know what I mean. I know that sounds complicated, but that's how you have to think if you want to be ahead of people. The other thing I like to see when it comes to a meme coin that I think will have a lot of future attention, it's going to have its own phrase and it's going to have its own image. So GigaChat, obviously, its own phrase, its own image. Sigma has its own image, Patrick Bateman going ooh or whatever. And the Sigma, that whole meme is, and that phrase. Lock-in kind of has an image, but the phrase is more so the thing. Same with Mog, has the image of the cat and the Mog glasses and the pointing the finger and the term mogging. So you kind of want both of them, and you want it to be normie friendly. You want it to be phrases that normies use on TikTok or in real life. I don't really like these CT only phrases. They're not really going to take off when normies enter crypto. So stuff like retardio, although it can do well now, but it's only going to be people on crypto Twitter who are buying it. Like, when normies enter, they're not going to buy retardio. They're not going to buy GM, like good morning. Maybe they would buy good morning, but you know, these kind of crypto Twitter only phrases, they don't have as high uncapped potential, in my opinion. Another coin that I've kind of like, even though most people probably hate it, is Iggy Azalea's coin Mother. She has actually been working really hard on this coin, and she is the only celebrity who hasn't abandoned their coin and actually wanted to make something interesting. And like, I think Iggy Azalea is going to make 10, 20, 50, $100 million off this coin. I think this coin, when normies enter, when a lot of girls enter crypto, they're going to be like, oh, I can buy the Iggy Azalea coin. Mother, I like Iggy Azalea. I'll put $100 into that. Mother will go to 10 billion. Iggy Azalea will sell 100 million. She probably owns 10% of it or 5% of it. And every other celeb would be like, holy shit, I shouldn't have rogued for 50k. I should have done what Iggy Azalea did and worked really hard on my coin for a year and made $50 million for doing that. Like, I genuinely think Iggy Azalea is actually a really hard working, like, you might not like her music or whatever, that's irrelevant, but she's actually working hard for her buys. She's actually working hard for this coin, and you can see she actually cares about it. So I actually do think it's going to do well. And I said so when it bottomed here. I didn't get the exact bottom. I think it was like 40 million or something. I was like, I'm buying a bit more Mother at these prices. So I think that could do well. Over, like, these are all kind of longer term plays. That's kind of where I like to put higher. Like, there's no point talking about the daily flips on YouTube. Like I said, I'm only really talking about the longer term plays in this video because it doesn't really make sense otherwise. Alright, moving on to some political coins. Obviously, we saw Joe Biden dropping out of the presidential race. I saw that within a few minutes, so I quickly went ahead and bid Kama with the max amount of Sol I had in my wallet and made a little bit of gains off that. But with stuff like that, you have to be really, really quick and you have to get in and out. You don't want to be holding it. But yeah, I still think Kama, which is Kamala Harris coin, I still think that's a play for the up until the presidential race really starts taking off. I think it's like 20 million, 30 million at this point, and Biden topped out like 600 million. Trump probably topped out around the same. So if the two presidential candidates before I got to those kind of valuations, and now the presidential, like the most likely presidential candidate is Kamala Harris. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed that she's the presidential candidate, but it seems like she's the most likely runner. So she's one of the presidential candidates versus Trump, like at 30 million when the other two got to 600 million, a potential play there. And obviously Trump would be the other play, but that's already at, and Trump, these are already pretty high market caps from what I believe. Now, I wouldn't be holding the political coins up until the winner is announced. I would definitely be selling it way before that, but this is a play over the next few months. So you can also look at the JD Vance, which is Trump's vice president. You could look at his coin. His coin did well once. Like, we were playing all the VP candidates in our Telegram. We even made, some of the lads made those Bergam coins and stuff like that and did very well on them. But now JD Vance is the winner, so, and he's actually really pro crypto, so it could be a play on that one as well, in the fact that he might get a lot of attention over the next few months. And the VP candidates, like, these are really low market cap plays, but the VP candidates for Kamala Harris, I think one's called like Mark Kelly, and I can't remember the other two, but people in my Telegram are trading them. I don't own any of them at this point. I just own Kama at this point and Trump, I think. But I owned all the potential vice presidents for Donald Trump. I owned all of them, like basically all of them, up until the point that he was going to announce the winner, and I sold them all before the announcement. And I think that was actually a good strategy because all of them went to zero except the JD Vance coin. So generally you want to sell before the news drops, in my opinion. It's just a safer bet a lot of the time, unless you're like very, very convinced that you know which one's going to win and you want to put all your eggs in that basket. You're going to do very well. You're going to get a 3x or something. But for me, it's just easier to take your profits and move on to the next thing at that point. We got a new little puppy now. She wanted to come up here, so we'll let her hang out with us if you don't mind. So now we'll talk about some of the smaller market cap stuff. Again, like I say, by the time you're watching this video, all of these could have died already. So again, these are kind of shorter term, well, not necessarily short term plays, but in the fact that they're new tokens so they haven't like proven themselves as much as the other ones that we've talked about. So might not still be around in 1 week's time. They don't have that Lindy effect at this point. But if you want to find these coins, I kind of want to give you the strategy and the idea of what kind of coins are doing well, more so than give you the exact coins yourself. Like I want to give you the mindset to be able to make your own flips, your own good flips, and give you the resources and access to the right places where you can actually find these coins. But we will talk about some coins. Maybe some of them will continue doing well. But I'm going to link some Telegram groups that I'm not affiliated with, but where I kind of find my alpha are some of the Telegram groups linked in the description. We have Marcel Cooks, Joji Inner Circle, Insiders Enclave, and Uber Mendez on chain. We have a few others in there. And as well, you can follow my Twitter list, memes. These are all the most relevant people when it comes to meme coins, so you can just follow this list. And you'll find meme coins that are popping off, that have a lot of popularity at that particular moment. So the first one we'll talk about is called HMU, Hit Me Up. And it's this sad little cat in bed, and the girl he's talking to hasn't responded to him, and he's very sad. And I thought the video was very funny, so I aped a bag of that. And you know, with all these coins, like generally if you want one of these coins to do well, if it has like more than one person that you think is smart when it comes to memes, like everyone that I've like, all those Telegram group chats, all of these top Twitter meme heads, like these meme coin investors, they all kind of copy each other. So if one person's talking about it and you see another person talking about it and you see another person talking about it, they're going to distribute that meme in their own groups, and that meme is likely to do well. So it might seem like it's like a cabal play, but it's just that they all copy each other. So if you see more than one person that you think is a good meme coin investor talking about the same meme when it's like just a low market cap, that's a good sign. That's exactly what happened with HMU, Hit Me Up. I think we got a few multiples on that. These are the short-term plays. I'm just going to list them out because, you know, there's no point giving a huge thesis on any of them. They're so new. Smoking Chicken Fish, I unfortunately faded this one at like 500,000 market cap, and now it's like 50 million or something. So that was annoying. I didn't think it was that funny, but you know, sometimes you're just getting lucky. Like you don't think something's funny and other people do. The rest of crypto Twitter thinks it's hilarious. Sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right. Anyway, same with Selfie Dog. I also faded this one. Another dog coin, but it's taking a selfie. I, again, didn't really get it, but it's popping off, and a lot of these kind of chads are following it. The right meme coin investors, the right guys to be following, and those people that I've shared in that Twitter list, they're the right meme coin investors, and a lot of the plays that they share, if a few of them are sharing, a lot of them end up doing well. So they're the kind of people you want to be following. Autism Coin, enough said really, but no, it's a good guy who's running it, like a good meme coin guy who's running. I think he did a CTO on it. Funny ticker, funny name. That's the end of it. That's all you need to know. Short-term play again. Nom Nom, that's that hamster that is eating something that's way too big for him or her, someone's daughter, and with some guys watching Netflix. I think you know what that meme is. Another one that's popping off is Schizo. Again, this is kind of Marcelo's pushing this one. A good meme coin investor again. And that's kind of all you need. If one of these guys is pushing something really hard, that's the signal to get in, but also to take profits, take your initials out potentially along the way, because with all of these might not last a week. So this is just kind of getting you an idea of who to follow and what kind of coins tend to do well at this very moment in time. And it's dog coins, cat coins, Retardio style coins, and the ones that are going to do really, really well in the long term, again, I think are the kind of the normie friendly memes, but in the short term it doesn't have to be normie friendly necessarily to get a quick multiple. And the last one we'll talk about, this is kind of a crypto Twitter only phrase, so it could do well in the short term but not a long term hold for me. That's thanks for playing, and I think that's a good way to wrap up the video. The ticker is thanks for playing. I think you've probably seen that meme if you're on crypto Twitter much. Alright, that's the state of meme coins for this week. I might do as long as meme coins are the main narrative, I might just do weekly updates or every couple of weeks, an update on all the top meme coins on YouTube and share my opinions on all of them. So really hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. And hopefully I'll see you in the Telegram group. Send me a DM. Be great to connect with you. Cheers for watching. Bye.